Oklahoma. He'd lead with us during the summer when he'd come back in town and would camp with us. He got a job in Dallas, was a volunteer. After 2 years of volunteering, he decided to become our intern. And we sent him, after 2 years interning at Pierce, we sent him to McKinney, Texas. They had no Young Life, no history of Young Life, had never had it before, no leaders, no nothing. And Scott knew one kid in McKinney, and that kid's name was Skippy. Which I guess a handicap in and of itself. The only kid you know is named Skippy, of all the odds. And Scott and Skippy literally would go grab coffee together. And they would dream big dreams for the high school and pray big things. And I'm sure they picked a t-shirt. Do you like that one? Yeah, me too. And then they shoe polished each other's cars and did those things. But the goal was to fill Skippy's living room with his friends and eventually start club. And they did. And then they eventually outgrew that living room and looked for a club room, and they did. And 3 years later, this past fall, it's 3 years he'd been there, Scott called me at the end of club. We call each other at the end of club every Monday when we get home, and we're kind of vicariously watching Monday Night Football together. And Scott called me and said, I lost count at 350 kids coming in the room. He started with, if you ask him where he starts, Scott started with one kid. And 3 years later, he called me and said, I lost count at 350 kids coming in the room. Here's Scott's first camp trip. Took 9 kids to camp, 7 girls and 2 guys. And he did not have a female leader. Because you can't get leaders in McKinney. There's no college, no nothing. You can't get leaders here.